Good morning. It is mid-November. I'd say mid-November 19th or something like that. And I just woke up. It's just after 6. And I'm about to get in a workout for today. I haven't done many body check-ins because body composition really hasn't been my focus. It has been flexibility. But since doing the Progressing Ballet Technique course on Sunday, I have a lot to work on. So this is what happened. I jumped right in. I did my best, and I even got recognition from the teacher a few times. But by 3 o'clock, I was not doing great. I was so tired. I was so tired, and I was getting dehydrated. And you know what? I didn't realize how sore I would be the next day. So yesterday, I woke up with a headache, and I was very dehydrated and very sore. So I actually went to work instead of calling in sick, and I drank water all day long. And unfortunately, I had to interrupt some things a few times so I could go and use the bathroom. But I'm recovered, and I'm doing a body check-in right now. And one side of my body is a little bit more sore than the other, and in random parts of my body. So I know that I'm getting into some of my more intrinsic muscles that are imbalanced. Now, before I get into this whole discussion about muscular imbalances, I've really worked to change this over the last year. But now I'm finding that it's even my intrinsic muscles too that are imbalanced. So, for me, I know that in order for me to be my absolute best, I need to have symmetry. And it's not just about, aesthetics, how I look, or, the vanity or the covetousness of symmetry. It's a legitimate need that I need to fulfill. And yesterday, I had some random throbbing pain in my right tricep, and that is the same arm in which I had the tendonitis. So something was worked on Sunday without me knowing or realizing, and then I started to have some, strain in my left oblique, and I always thought that I was super strong in my left because of my right with the sciatica and everything. No. And what else? Yeah, my back muscles did a lot of work, especially with the port bra training. And my left hip flexor, that is one that I've been working on for quite some time, as in years. And the pain goes and comes. But in terms of hip flexor pain in general, I don't have that anymore since training my oversplits. So, and I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos for my splits training, but I have literally no hip flexor pain when I sit down to work for 8 hours and try and come home and work again. So there's no hip flexor pain, no nothing. But on my left side, there's a little bit of throbbing in my left hip flexor. And it's a strange feeling that I haven't had. I really don't think ever. And I think that that's my body really healing itself, especially from the Progressing Ballet Technique. So that's just my little tidbit of my review on that. And I have 2 more sessions to do, and those aren't until January. But I did learn like a wealth a wealth of exercises. I'd say maybe around over 30, over 30 different exercises with variations as well. So, very exciting stuff. And I'm working towards possibly teaching for the new year. And I usually do guest workshops or usually substitute teach. And I've never really had like a regular class. But anyways, I think I might do something like that next year. But anyways, I'm going to get to my workout for today and my 90-day split challenge. And we'll see you after. I think I might film some progress. I haven't done any splits training since the PBT workshop, but it might be interesting to see if there have been any changes.